On today's episode of the Rebrand Review, we're going to be talking about chocolate.
Chocolate.
I'm Tony Hardy, founder and director of Canny Creative.
I'm Glen, brand designer here at Canny Creative.
And today we're going to be talking about Cadbury, or Cadbury's. I mean, that's one problem with a brand right out the gate, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. They've got a firm grip on the confectionery world. It doesn't really matter if Cadbury or Cadbury's, really, does it?
No.
So, Cadbury recently went through a rebrand. Who was responsible for that?
Yeah, it was Bulletproof, and I thought this was like quite a nice choice. If you go on Bulletproof's website, they class themselves as a tribe. And the idea behind this brand is very much going back to the history and the family and John Cadbury, the founder himself. And I thought that was like a perfect fit when it comes to like rebrand. I think some people can find odd fits when you go through agencies and companies. And I think this was a perfect fit.
Okay, so for anyone that doesn't know, the Cadbury logo was inspired by Cadbury's signature originally. With this new rebrand, what's happened is they've kind of tidied that up. There's a bit less weight to it. It looks more pen-like. And
they've straightened it. And when they've straightened it, I feel like it just balances so much better when you put it in the bars, put it in everything else that they do.
Maybe it's a tad thin, but for me, I mean, it's just that one little swoosh, technical term, swoosh, on the B. Apart from that, though, it's
lovely.
It is lovely. So what Cadbury have done is they've introduced a new textured pattern using the two pouring cups.
Yeah, and they've brought in the ribbons as well. They've used these ribbons before in the 1900s, and it's just a lovely idea where they've brought all this back and brought it nice, clean, nice vector shapes, and they're really nice, the ribbons, to be honest. It's really
nice. It's like that chocolate. It's just nice. On purple, the pattern works really well. Gold on white also looks beautiful. It's just a really nice throwback-esque stamp.
And the one thing I absolutely love about this rebrand is the purple. I know it's copyrighted and I know it's Cadbury's purple, but like the idea is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The purple is recognised all over as being Cadbury's chocolate. And I always feel like some rebrands, they try and bring in new colours.
Try and shoehorn a colour in.
It just doesn't need it. Everybody knows the purple and it works really nicely.
So looking at the portfolio entry, there's a few quirky things that Bulletproof have brought to the table. Yeah. They've designed a t-shirt with a milk filling pouch, and to be honest, like, the design community can be a bit anal about putting brands on mock-ups for the sake of it. Are you ever going to wear a pair of Cadbury socks? And there's some Converse, I think they've made, and then of course this t-shirt. But to be honest, I would absolutely wear them Converse. Like, I think the way they've applied it and the application of the brand is something else here. It's really, really well done. Yeah,
I mean, if you get a chance, have a look at the animation.
There's a
really nice animation that runs you through this stuff.
Alright, so on to the good stuff, the chocolate bars themselves. There's a bit of an interesting conflict for me with Cadbury. So like, Cadbury's a brand, but everybody knows Dairy Milk.
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've introduced this new Dairy Milk font. What do you think of that?
I love it. I think it's quite bold. I do feel like sometimes Cadbury gets lost in it a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's a problem.
With Dairy Milk almost being its own standalone brand, it doesn't tend to matter, coupled with the pattern, coupled with the signature.
The colour, it just all rolls in.
It all rolls together. What I am a little confused about, so they've brought in Dairy Milk and then they've had to add milk chocolate there, because they've also brought in Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut and Dairy Milk Caramel, and I just thought they were called like Whole Nut and Fruit and Nut. So have they been Dairy Milk Whole Nut and Dairy Milk Fruit and Nut for a while? Do we know? Either way, it's on the packaging, it looks good. What they've done on like the fruit and nut packaging, they've brought in a little piece of fruit and a little nut to form the U in fruit and the U in nut. Again, on hazelnut, they've dropped in a hazelnut where the A should be. It all works really harmoniously. There's nothing really bad to say about it. Alright, so the presentation video. It's quite tribal, like you say, like tribal people. Very tribal.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
And then somehow modern.
I love how it just flicks between and it gets into all these different applications.
Yeah. What's not to like about that? There's a shoe. Cadbury skateboard, not sure on that. Dancing socks, better.
And I mean, when you look at this and you think this may be actually a little bit too much for just the chocolate, we all know what Cadbury's do with their adverts. Like, they're known for some pretty odd adverts.
Gorillas.
Yeah, so this could just be a taster into what could be coming.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really exciting brand. Logo reveals and brand animations like this are so good. It gives you real flavour for what they're trying to get out.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Moonwalking socks. Natural goodness, I don't know about that.
That's only if you have a square.
1 square, 3 squares a day or something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is what I'm talking about.
Okay, now, from the beginning.
And it is quite funny how they really focus on dairy milk. Like, you don't really see them focus on Cadbury's the brand.
No,
it is very much Cadbury's dairy milk.
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to push dairy milk as the brand. Randomly, the lock-up on that holding screen there, the Y drops into the Y, so Cadbury, the Y on Cadbury drops into the Y from dairy milk. Noticed on the packaging in the video before, it drops in between the A and the I. So it's really, they've put a lot of thought into how this sits. It's one of my favourite rebrand projects from last year. Alright, to summarise, Cadbury's have really hit the nail on the head with the new rebrand. I've said Cadbury's again. Cadbury, Dairy Milk, Cadbury's have absolutely knocked it out of the park. They've paid homage to their history while adding a real contemporary feel and flavour to the brand.
Yeah, they've not changed too much in terms of colour. It works, don't need to change it.
And basically, all in all, it's just a massive step forward.
Yeah, I feel like there was something that they did need to do. It was looking slightly tired, the packaging especially.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It hasn't changed for quite a while. It's been a while since I've noticed a change in the I eat a lot of chocolate, I mean, come on. So, okay, let's score this thing. Thinking in concept.
I absolutely love it. I love how they went back into the history. I love how they've just brought these things forward and give it a contemporary feel, so I gave this a 4.
A 4, not quite a 5, a 4. Visual representation. It looks excellent. Like, every single application, every single piece of the brand is well thought out and well considered. And again, we're giving it a 4.
Yeah. The brand mark, we love the signature. The idea, what I said, was it sometimes gets a little bit lost. Whether or not that's a huge problem, but that's probably why it's got a 3.5.
Okay. And then the typography, the new Dairy Milk typography is lovely. The way they've introduced the photos of the fruit and the nut into the typography itself. So typography, 4 out of 5.
Colour palette, straight up 5. Don't change it. It works. Purple's brilliant.
You can't argue with Cadbury's colour palette. So overall, a 4.1 out of 5 for the Cadbury and Bulletproof team. It's an excellent looking rebrand. I hope it lasts them for a long time to come. And that's it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe below, and we'll see you next time on the Rebrand Review.